What is the number one piece of advice you would give somebody just starting out on YouTube?
The number one advice, honestly, people ask me, but I just do it. Like, honestly, just do it. But don't buy any equipment to do it. And maybe that is my best advice. Don't buy anything before you actually started. Because I mean, people start and stop YouTube all the time. Maybe you're the person that hates YouTube. You started and you hate it. It would be a shame if you had bought equipment for something that you... Because no one probably will see your first video anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just use your phone. Phones are so good now. Use your phone, stand in front of a window, film something, and if you hate it, you didn't invest any money in it.
Yeah. What is the number one regret you have when it comes to your entire YouTube career?
Oh, my number one regret. Oh, that is so hard. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't. There are a couple of videos that I did that are very negative, and I wish I hadn't done those maybe, because I'm not a negative person, but it was a trend for a while, and it still is on YouTube, to be very, very negative to get the views. And I think I privated 2 of my videos because I was like, this isn't me. I'm not this person, and I don't want to lower myself to this to get views, because there are other ways to get views. So maybe that, talking negatively about stuff that I didn't know anything about for the sake of it. Like, I didn't need that.
Did those videos get you views?
Yes. And that is the sad part. People want to see that.
And you still privated it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to stay true to yourself. That's huge. What video have you created that you're most proud of, and why?
I have a lot of videos that I'm really proud of, but I am, of course, very proud of the video that I did when I was revealing my collab palette with Play-Dohs, because I put a lot of work into that video. And of course, I was very proud of the collab, and everything just turned out just really good in the video, and the feedback was really nice as well. And I still see that thumbnail because it's one of my most watched videos, which also makes me very happy, of course. And I just remember how happy I was when I filmed it, how happy I was when I edited it, and I showed it to my husband, and he was like, do I have to watch the whole thing?
Oh my God. He sounds like my husband. That's funny. That's funny. How much did YouTube pay you for your highest viewed video, and which is your highest viewed video?
Yeah, I have the numbers. I have a video, it's over 200,000 views, and it has, since it's been up, $2,430. I thought it was more.
What was the video about?
It was a eyeshadow palette collection.
Oh, interesting. And when did you
that's
upload
also
it?
something people want to see. This was 2019. But I uploaded it in January, which is not a month that gives good AdSense. So that could explain it also.
Oh, did that video immediately take off, or did it take some time before it took off?
It immediately took off, but it had garnered views for over a year and a half. Like, it didn't stop really getting views until I uploaded my second one, I will say. So it immediately got like 50,000 views. That went really fast, but then it just kept going until it's over 200,000 now. So it had a pretty steady growth, actually.
Wow, that's great. What is your biggest challenge when it comes to YouTube?
As a makeup reviewer living in Sweden, sometimes it's really hard to be a makeup reviewer in not living in US. It's really hard sometimes. So I have to be sometimes I have to bend over backwards to get people to be interested in seeing videos with makeup when I am the absolute last person to show it.
Oh, so is the real struggle is in getting it in a timely, fast manner?
Yeah, because here's the thing. If you have an eyeshadow palette, if you're the first person on internet to have an eyeshadow palette, you can literally, your thumbnail can be you holding the palette, the title can be the name of the palette, that's it. You don't have to do anything, that's it. But if you are the 127th video unnamed eyeshadow palette, you have to be a little bit more creative. And and that has been, of course, it's been for me because I do almost only colorful makeup. It's been a bit easier because I always do a colorful look, so people know they can come to me for a colorful look. But it's a bit easier now, I will say, this past maybe 2 years. But in the beginning, it was hard. You had to be creative on the kind of videos you did, because you couldn't do the same videos as the people you were watching in US because they had an advantage. Sometimes they got things maybe 6 months before me. Like, I had to do other kinds of videos.
So when you say it's a bit easier, is it easier now because the shipping's faster and you're getting it faster, or is it easier now because of your audience that they're fine with it? How is it easier now?
It's easier now because the shipping is atrocious right now in this world. And it is what it is. Like, it's nobody's fault. It is what it is. But a lot of the brands have found European retailers, which has made it easy. And also, not only a lot of European YouTubers have hyped up European brands, so that actually US YouTubers and US viewers are interested in brands that actually are from Europe, which makes it a bit easier for us because it enables us to actually buy makeup from Europe, and people in US are still interested. And all of a sudden, we're the one that has it first. So I think it's been a bit of a shift there, and I think it's something that we in Europe needed to do for us. To hype up our own brands. Because there was nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, that's great. That's so interesting. What is the biggest opportunity you got as a result of being on YouTube?
I mean, I did my own collab. Obviously, that would never happen if I wasn't on YouTube. And that was amazing. And just there were so many things that I didn't understand when I started YouTube about like makeup production and makeup companies and why brands do the things they do. And I feel like I have a lot of information right now on why things are done the way that they're done. And I feel like I can see through a lot of like marketing from brands as well, because of like the information that I have known. And I think sometimes viewers are like, oh, you're just buddy with the brand, so now you're just like sucking up to them. It's not about that. It's about me and other YouTubers wanting to know like what's going on behind the scenes. Why is this taking so long? Why are you releasing this? Like, and I feel like I know more about those things right now. And I'm not afraid to tell a brand that I love that they're making something I hate.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to still keep that, though.
Yeah, that's great. So tell us briefly how your collab came about and a little bit about it.
My collab came about, the brand, it's not a super small indie brand, but it's a relatively small indie brand, and I have been reviewing their product from their absolute first release, and I've always really loved their products. And they just asked me like, we want to do our first collab and we want it to be with you. So I was just super excited, and this was in 2020 that they asked me. So for me, 2020 was a very exciting year. And yeah, it's just been super fun to really work on something from the beginning, because it was not like, oh, they were not like, we want to do this. They were like, well, what do you want to do? And I really liked that, because I was like, I have so many ideas.
Yes. When was it released?
It was released this January.
Just
and
recently.
we were having another restock in May. We didn't think we were going to have a restock because we didn't think it was going to be this fun. I mean, I knew it wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
But you never know when you're releasing something that's very colorful if people are going to be interested. But I'm happy to see that people seem to love it as much as I do. So we're doing another restock.
Oh, well, congrats on that. That's huge. That's very exciting. Who are your favorite YouTube creators to watch as a viewer?
I have almost entirely stopped watching people that I find negative. And that's what I said, like, I'm not a negative person, and I find that they drag me down. And it's not, I don't think that they're bad people or that they are like a negative person in say, but a lot of people do very negative videos to get the views. And I only watch positive videos because I love makeup and I want to see other people who love makeup. I watch a lot of gaming as well because I am a gaming. I love gaming, so I watch a lot of Sims content, and I watch a lot of League of Legends content as well, which is totally different from what I do. But sometimes it's nice to just take a break because, like you said, me watching beauty YouTube, it's part of my job, and sometimes you just want to take a break, and I just watch gaming.
Who are the individual creators that you watch?
I love watching. I have a couple of friends who I watch all their videos. I love Karen Harris, and I love Samantha March and Heather Austin, and there are so many. And that's Makeup Corner. I watch almost all of her videos. Like, there are so many good creators that just really love makeup, and I just adore watching their channels because of that. Like Laura May Beauty, and just so many good people that really just love makeup, and I just love seeing them love makeup.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, there's a lot of great channels out there. What is your number one tip for coming up with video ideas?
Oh, that is a good question. I tend to get inspired when watching others, but I try to think like, how could I make this my thing? I don't know really how I come. Sometimes I feel so like cliche, but sometimes it just comes to me. I'm like, oh, I want to do a video about 10 worst palettes. But yeah, it's hard. I will say that sometimes just going through your own content can help, and seeing what kind of videos you've done before, and if there's something that you can do again or do better. But also just watching, like you said, watching people that don't do exactly what you do, and you can get inspired in that way as well. I really love videos where people are talking about something that's not makeup while doing their makeup. And I like doing those videos as myself. And that is like, if you have something that you're really good at, or if you have something that you like to talk about that's not necessarily makeup, I find it so interesting to listen to that. Dog is here. I find it so interesting to listen to that while I see them doing their makeup.
Yeah. That seems to be a really popular trend these days too.
Very much.
Why do you think people watch your channel?
I think that a lot of people probably watch my channel because I am not in my early 20s. I wear what I want. I don't think that you have to wear beige just because you are almost 40. I mean, it's okay to wear blues. Like, you can wear whatever you want. And also, I mean, I don't want to say I don't take it seriously, but it's like I am who I am. Like, I say what I want. I don't censor myself in that way. Like, if I hate something, I'll say I hate something, even though it's sent to me in PR, and even though I know the brand is watching the video. Like, I'll say this sucks.
Yeah.
And I think people appreciate that I will say if something is bad, if it is bad, if I think it's bad.
Yeah. And last question, what is your superpower that has contributed to your success on YouTube?
I have a lot of energy. So for me, I know some people I can't believe, I don't know how to have time to upload a video a week while still having a job. For me, I uploaded 7 videos a week while still having a full-time job, when commuting 3 hours a day to my job, while planning a wedding, while having pets. I'm not saying that that's a superpower, but I'm just very energetic, and I like having things to do. And I get things done. And I think that is my superpower, because I know a lot of people, they're like, when do you relax? When do you just sit in, like, I don't just sit in the couch and watch TV. I don't. I always do something. And I like being busy. I like being busy. And I've heard that from other YouTubers that also have a very, very stressy uploading schedule, that they also really love being busy. So I think that is probably a superpower.
I think that's huge. I relate a lot to that. I the same way. I'm like, I'm not going to sit down. I can't imagine sitting down watching TV because I got so much I want to do. I think that comes partly with having a lot of energy, but I think the energy probably stems from having a complete love and passion for what you do.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We're like, well, don't you want to slow down? And I'm like, I could, but I don't want to. Like, I love filming. I love editing. I love YouTube. And I did enjoy my last job as well. Like, if I don't like it, I'll stop it. Like, that's not the thing. I really love doing all of it, and I wanted to do all of it. But I mean, I will say right now, when I'm only doing YouTube and when I'm not doing the other job as well, of course, I'm sleeping a lot better. I mean, it's a lot less stressful, of course, but that doesn't mean that I look back at the years when I was doing both of them and I'm like, oh, that was so horrible, because it wasn't horrible. But I am happy that I am given the opportunity right now to just do this for a bit. But that doesn't mean that I'm not still planning. Like, I have so much time. There are so many more things I can do.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, for I have to ask another question. So, because people listening to that might be like, wait, what? How is she working? Well, I know you quit your full-time job, uploading 5 days a week. So, if somebody's hearing that, what kind of advice would you give them to try and be more productive with their YouTube channel or fit it into an already busy schedule?
I would say planning is key, and also follow through with your planning. Like, if you plan to film and you don't feel like it, still do it. Because I felt better knowing that I did it. Because if I was like, I was going to film today and then I didn't because I didn't feel like it, I would be disappointed with myself that I didn't do it. It felt better just to do it. And also, of course, to always film more than one thing at a go. Like, I can't sit down and film a video, edit it up, and do that every day. I'd go crazy. Like, I film at least 2 videos every time I sit down and film. Because otherwise, like, I'd be filming every day of the week.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah, it is. I'm a big believer in that. All right, Angelica, thank you so much. You gave us some really great advice in this video. And if people don't know who you are, where can they find you and your channel?
Well, if you search for my name, which is again Angelica Nyqvist, Angelica Nyqvist, you can find me via my name everywhere, I think.
And I put the link in the description too, so people can find you. All right. Well, thank you so much, Angelica.
Thank you.
Bye.